Hello everyone. Now we will discuss principal stress and principal strains. In last lecture we looked at stresses were acting in a plane that was at right angles or parallel to the action of force. Now we will see the stresses induced on the inclined plane. In this lecture we will learn what are the principal stresses. Planes that have no shear stress are called as principal planes, where planes carry only normal stresses. In real life, stresses does not act in normal direction but rather in inclined planes. In figure you can see the first figure shows the normal plane and second figure shows the oblique plane. In this figure you can see sigma is equals to force upon area, stress equal to force upon area, P is the axial force, A is the cross sectional area, then the normal stress. Stress developed in the normal direction to the oblique plane sigma n will be equal to stress sigma in the x direction into cos square theta, and the tangential and the tangential stress, which is shown by the blue color sigma t, will be equal to the sigma upon 2 sine 2 theta. Member subjected to direct stress in one plane. There are many types of stresses induced in a bar. The first case is the member subjected to direct stress in one plane. In figure you can see there is only one stress. The tensile stress is applying on a bar sigma 1. The second case is member subjected to direct stress in two mutually perpendicular planes. The third case is member subjected to simple shear stress. In this case you can see the figure third, where a shear stress is applying on a surface. Because of this, the counter surface, on the opposite surface, to balance this shear stress, an opposite and equal shear stress will generate, and this will make a couple, and for equilibrium there will be a couple in opposite direction to resist this couple. So on all faces, at all faces, the shear stress will generate. And the fourth one is member subjected to direct stress in two mutually perpendicular directions and simple shear stress. The fourth figure. Member subjected to direct stress in two mutually perpendicular directions plus shear stress. The final case, the normal stress will be equal to sigma 1 plus sigma 2. Sigma 1 is the shear stress, sigma 1 is the normal stress developed in the x direction, sigma 2 stress developed in the y direction, and tau is the shear stress. Then the normal stress on an oblique plane will be equal to sigma 1 plus sigma 2y2 plus sigma 1 minus sigma 2y2 cos 2 theta plus tau sin 2 theta. And sigma t is equals to sigma 1 minus sigma 2y2 sin 2 theta minus tau cos 2 theta. Member subjected to two direct stress in two mutually perpendicular directions plus simple shear stress. The same case, position of principal plane, shear stress should be 0. Sigma is equals to sigma 1 minus sigma 2 sin 2 theta minus tau cos 2 theta will be equal to 0, because on the principal plane there is no shear stress. Tan 2 theta is equal to 2 tau by sigma 1 minus sigma 2. Members, and thus for the same case, measure principal stress as sigma 1 plus sigma y2 plus sigma 1 minus sigma y2 plus tau, and the minor principal stress sigma 1 plus sigma y2 plus sigma 1 minus sigma y2 plus tau. Member subjected to direct stress in two mutually perpendicular directions plus simple shear stress. Same case, maximum shear stress will be there where the maximum will be the differentiation of the shear stress will be 0. So we differentiate sigma t with respect to theta and equate it to 0. Divide d theta, tan 2 theta sin 2 theta minus tau cos 2 theta will be equal to 0. Therefore tan 2 theta will be equal to sigma 1 minus sigma 2 upon 2 tau. And maximum shear stress, the value of the maximum shear stress will be equal to sigma t maximum will be equal to half sigma 1 minus sigma 2 का whole square plus 4 tau square. Member subjected to direct stress in one plane, member subjected to direct stress in two mutually perpendicular plane, and member subjected to simple shear, and all the four cases. Then member subjected to direct stress in one plane. Now we can calculate the stress for all the cases with the help of these formula. Will be with the help of these formulas by putting the sigma 1 and sigma 2 values. So now we will discuss the first case. Member subjected to direct stress in one plane. Sigma n will be equal to sigma 1 plus sigma 2i2 sigma 1 minus sigma y2 cos 2 theta tau sin 2 theta. Here sigma 2 equal to 0 and tau is also equal to 0. Therefore sigma n will be equal to sigma 1 cos square theta, sigma t equal to sigma 1 y2 sin 2 theta. Similarly, member subjected to two direct stress in one plane. Here tau will be 0 and the result will be sigma is equal to sigma n is equal to sigma 1 minus sigma 2 y2 cos sin 2 theta minus tau cos 2 theta, and sigma t is equal to sigma 1 y2 sin 2 theta. Similarly, we can solve the case of two mutually perpendicular plane. Member subjected to simple shear. Here sigma 1 and sigma 2 will be 0. Therefore sigma n is tau sin 2 theta and sigma t is minus t cos 2 theta. Thank you.